Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of the CDP Talk. Well, what's up? Oh, you're mad that there's no interesting intro like the last episode had? Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was your fucking monkey. Let's start the show. So, welcome to episode 2 of the CDP Talk Show. I am your host, CDP, otherwise known as CezrDaPleazr. Today's video is going to be a different, location, obviously. I have a new couch! And I'm pretty happy about this because two things for people that didn't really know. I sleep on a couch. Specifically my room is the living room. It's like, our home is 2 rooms. One's my stepdad's and one's my mom and my little sister. And then I have the living room. I've had the living room for I don't know, ever since I was 12. So 9 years now. Will soon to be 9 years. 21 soon. Hey, so it's weird. So it's cool. I've been sleeping on. I don't know if it's in videos. It's like a brown couch that I had. It went from being literally 2 separate couches, one huge long one, and then one little one, like dicks. One long dick and a little dick, and then we got rid of the long dick. And now we have a little dick, my dick. So I've been sleeping I've been taking off the mattress from there, putting it on the floor, and that's basically where I sleep. And it's been like there for I don't know, 2 years now, but. Anyway, yeah, I have a new couch, and this couch is pretty nifty. It's fucking, sturdy, and, it's weird to have, a new couch, because, it's been a while since I've been able to just recline and just relax and shit. Plus, alright, here's me. My TV's right the fuck there with all my shit, skateboards, my guitars are here. So, this side of the living room, it really looks like it's my fucking room. Unfortunately, this is not like a futon, but I don't give a fuck about that. I can sleep anywhere. I can sleep on the fucking floor. I can sleep wherever, as long as I can have a place that's my room and a place for me to do my things, jack off. I'm perfectly fine with that. I always vision. All right, I posted a photo a while back. I think on Snapchat. I don't know why I didn't post it on Instagram or something. So I can actually show you guys because Snapchat, it's 24 hours and that's it. I wrote, "This is my sanctuary," and I took a photo of my room, and a lot of people were like, "What the fuck do you mean by sanctuary? It's kind of dumb." Here's what I mean, and I don't mean to bring this up, and I'm not trying to say fuck you for saying that. By all means, whatever you feel is how you feel, but the way I look at it is this room, which is where I spend most of my life in, really. This is where I made music with the Ninjas and my buddy Dylan as well. So shout out to the Ninjas and him as well. This is where I really started making YouTube videos. It's crazy to me how much has happened in this room. I meditate here. I learned how to play guitar here. I fucking played a lot of video games here. Obviously, a lot of videos have been made here, so no shit. So when the day comes when I do, the inevitable that which comes that I'm gonna leave this home of mine and move on to my own place. It's gonna be cool and all, but I'm gonna always miss this area, which is why I really treasure it. This is the place where I can think and I can just be myself. This is where I can record videos for you guys and gals who find me entertaining for whatever reason. So thank you. Excuse me. So I really like this place that I'm at. I have like I said, I have my guitars here. I have my video games. Have my skateboards here. I can just chill, watch Netflix. I can do everything here. This is basically, this feels like my room to me, even though I'm literally right by the front door. So, yeah, which you can't see because I don't want to move the camera. So, just envisions a door. That's it. Fucking doesn't matter what the door is, just a fucking door. Which, that's a weird way to start this fucking podcast, but yeah. So, 3 things. One. You know what? Fuck it. So I'm kind of changing something that I'm going to be doing with the podcast. I don't think I'm going to be doing this every week. Simply because most of my time is pretty much fucking school, and there's only a few times where some interesting shit might be happening and I can actually talk to you guys about, stuff that I actually learn in that class or whatever. That's maybe when I can bring up some stuff oh yeah, today in biology class or psychology class I learned about this, and this, and how, whatever. That's really it. And that, that's not really as interesting for me to really have for you guys. So what I'm thinking is maybe either do this every 2 weeks or maybe once a month, make it a really cool event for everybody, just because my reason my reason for ending the podcast, my first podcast that I had, which you should check out, 50 episodes if it's fucking here for you to watch and enjoy, fucking duh. That sounded so weird. I ended it because my logic was, well, I can make more videos than just one podcast. Even though people are going to watch a podcast and listen to it, that's awesome, and thank you. I can just make 2-3 commentary videos in detailed about one subject instead of going off and, like, you know, a podcast and just kind of rambling, kind of like now. Whenever there's updates and things I bring up about the channel, that's an update video right there. So I don't know, it's just weird. I can have different videos, not necessarily better quality because I suck ass. So to me, it's like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I would like your guys' input. What do you think? Should I do this once a month, every 2 weeks? What do you guys think? Either way, I want to take your input seriously. So if you're going to say don't do it at all, thank you for your helpful comment. I appreciate that, and thank you for being such a loyal viewer. Which that was the weirdest way to sound cool. So sorry. But yeah, so I think I might be doing this like maybe once a month or so. Just so I can build up shit to talk about, and I'm always anything that's interesting that happens in my life or whatever, or like on the way back from school, anything I think about for a long time, I always write a note in my iPhone like, all right, talk about how drugs influenced me, or fucking how YouTube is such a creative platform, and whatever. Just all these things I could talk about. Just if I have a thought, I'm really thinking about it, and I'm going really into it with myself, I could be like, you know what, I could save this and I can actually use this for the podcast, and then boom. So I think that's what I might be doing. A and 2 now, or 1 and B, whatever you want to go with. Fuck you. My fan's on, so you know. So not sorry, but like if he catches up in the microphone, I guess sort of deal with it. It's fucking hot here in California, and listen, I understand if you live in Arizona or like Bakersfield, California, or like fucking Texas, and you're like, that's not hot at all, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? You're wearing a fucking beanie. Good point. Fuck you. Your mother hates you. Your father's disappointed in you, and no one loves you. So fuck you. That being said, you are right. So I will take off this beanie because it is fucking hot. As balls. So, oh, did I fucking? Nope, didn't. Cool. So, yeah, it's like extremely hot. I'm probably gonna have the fucking El Nino storm, which is cool because apparently that's supposed to like okay, so because so many of you probably don't know or do know, who the fuck knows, that like California's going through like a huge fucking drought, and like I think even places like in England or some parts of Europe are going through a drought as well. That's what I saw on Twitter at least. So, you know, very reliable source, the internet. So apparently like I follow LA Times on Twitter. Did my mouth come? One sec. No, we did not. So, where was I? Right. There's a storm coming into California. I follow LA Times, and I kind of keep up to date with what's going on in my state and possibly town, depending if they talk about that or not. That, like, apparently El Nino is, like, the thing that's going to save us from the drought. It's going to restore, like, 50% of our water, which is awesome to fucking hear. My thing is, I hope people don't go back to the way of how they were, like, using up so much fucking water. Like, apparently in, I think it was August or June, we, like, reduced how much water we used by, like, 29 or 39%, which is awesome, because that's, like, good. You don't want to use a lot of fucking water. Like, even, like, I would still consume a lot of water. I still would consume maybe, like, 2 liters of water a day, maybe? Yeah? Yeah, I drink a lot of fucking water. But, like, my showers are, like, 10 minutes. I only water the fucking, like, front yard and backyard, like, once a week now on Saturdays. I used to do it, like, every fucking day. So, you know, I have done my little part to try to do what I can. I'm not saying I'm a fucking activist and saying, save your water. We need it. We need to save the country. And some other fucking bullshit lies that I'm going to tell you. And there you go. So, vote for me. Vote for CDP 2016. Don't. Fucking please don't. I swear to God. If I... you know what? It's weird. I had one of my buddies telling me one day that, like I think like last week or so, he was talking about how, like, what would you do if you were like, if you didn't even know you were nominated to be for a presidential candidate? I would say I would immediately pull out, dude. I will have the strongest pull-out game ever, because I'm going to say I would like to announce my removal from this candidacy. Fuck that. I don't even want to deal with this shit. I don't even want to know the shady shit that the powers that be know and decide, because fuck that. Like, if anybody that thinks the president runs shit, fuck no. The president doesn't run shit. Congress doesn't run shit. There are a group of people and individuals that run shit behind the fucking scenes. That's who pulls the fucking strings. I don't even know who. I don't want to know who the fuck they are. I don't want to fuck with them. Don't fuck with me. You do you. I'm gonna be here and do what the fuck I'm gonna do, and that's it. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to fuck with anybody. Not to say like I'm a scared bitch. It's just that like I don't need. Listen, like I've always said, there's no need to deal with negative shit that if you don't need to. There's no need to deal with a dumb person that. Okay, I'm the kind of motherfucker that if I'm on the bus and there are two people getting into it on the bus, and I have to stay on this bus for the next hour to get to my school or some shit, I'm gonna immediately get off the next stop and wait for the next bus. Because fuck that. I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to just be like, ooh, this music though. Ooh, namaste, and all that fucking bullshit. So I don't give a fuck. Fuck that. I'm not dealing with stupid shit. There's no need to. Fuck that. That being said, if it was a decision between me and a dumb person, in order for, like, if I had to deal with a fucking asshole in order to, like, get something I really want, like, I don't fucking know. I want to say video game, but that's kind of like a dumb reason to be like, yo, I'm going to deal with this bullshit so I can get my video game. That's kind of a dumb reason. But it's weird. Okay, so just to kind of go on a tangent. I think anything that you really give a fuck about and you really want in your life, you can get. Anyone can do whatever the fuck they want in life. You can attain anything. Fucking literally anything you want to. It just really relies on you putting in the work. If you're a skateboarder who's trying to learn how to ollie, dude, that whole process is 95% you being able to put in the work and fucking deal with the stress of having to learn a trick, whether it's kickflip, heel flip, whatever the fuck it is. 95% of the work that you want to put in, whether it's skating, whether it's trying to learn a song on the guitar, or fucking whatever it is, it's all up to you and how you go about it and how much you really fucking want it. Because if you don't really fucking want it, you're kind of like, yeah, I would like to be able to do this, or I would like to be able to fucking hike the trail to Topanga in Malibu, California, or whatever the fuck. That's cool. You don't really fucking want it, though. You don't really have that fucking thrive, that desire in your heart to be like, I want and need to do this. There's a difference between wanting to do something and needing to do something, and just kind of, how do I put this? There's a difference between wanting something, like, oh, I would want this, man. I really want this, though. But do you fucking need it? Do you have it implanted in your mind, your soul, your heart, that you need to obtain whatever the fuck you're trying to do? Whether it's learning a new skill, whether it's learning how to play the guitar, skateboarding, or whatever the fuck, or losing weight. My fucking case in point. 2 weeks ago, I was 280. I wrote on Twitter that, and I think I talked about this in the last episode, or my first episode of the CDP Talk Show, that the Sunday before my school semester started, so August 30th, I was 280. And then, like, I'm making sure I'm going to the gym, like, hardcore, minimum 3 days, maximum 5 days a week. Usually ends up being 4 days, depending what's up. I want to go at least every single day after school. If I go, like, a Sunday, that means I can take a day off between one of those days after school. Can I just go home and just do whatever the fuck I gotta do? And then, of course, there are going to be exceptions to that rule, because you never know. School is fucking school. So, whatever. I'm 271 right now. It's been 2 weeks. It's September 11, by the way. Very, very serious time right now. It's September 11, of course, the biggest tragic event that happened a while back, in which, I guess, some fucking group of terrorists. I don't really know information on that, so don't, how do I put this? I don't want to come off like I know shit about this stuff, because I don't. I never really looked into what happened with 9/11. All I know is that the Twin Towers got fucking destroyed, and there was like attack and planes crashed into it and all that. Very tragic thing. A lot of people fucking died. So My heart goes out to all those families that lost people in that time. And, you know, every fucking year, it's now a thing that we have to remember that. And it's kind of... How do I put this? I don't want to offend anybody. It's just kind of sad that we have a day in which we always... How do I put this? We're always remembering those tragic things that happened and and the families that are involved in that like they lost a loved one in that plane or in that tragic event, have to now keep reliving that, and it's sad. It really is. It really is fucking sad because to me it just seems like we kind of let the terrorists win when we made a whole holiday of that, and we always remember that. Oh, that's the day they won and stuff like that. And I'm not saying we shouldn't, of course, support your fellow troops, your army, and all that, because fuck the government, but support your troops. Those guys, there are individuals fighting out there for what they're told is a good cause. I don't want to give out my own personal feelings about war and all that, but pretty much, like, I support any troop. Whenever I see troops, I always shake their head and say thank you for what you do. I 100% support them because, like, yeah, I have friends as well that, like, did it after high school there, and some friends that were kind of in money troubles. They went on to the army, and, you know, just so they can find a better education after all that and be able to support their family, their mother and father, or sometimes just mother, no father, or the opposite. It's tough, so I get it. I know, shit, I have, so my seniors that have, like, kids that went to the army because, like, they need to be able to support their now new family. So, it's tough. My heart goes out to all of them, and I support the troops 100%. Not to get into such a mellow and dramatic, or not dramatic, but such a serious tone, but, yeah, so. Hearts with everybody that has lost someone like that. Matter of fact, it's always terrible to see that stuff like that when somebody loses a family member for some stupid shit. And I don't mean stupid shit as in because of, like, war. Well, war is pretty fucking dumb, but like, I live in Southern California, so it's kind of a people assume ghetto area. Not really. It's just urban. That's it. I don't understand why that's such a weird thing. Like, I can walk around my neighborhood at night. It's no problem. I don't understand why people are tripping out. Like, the whole 100 nights, 100 kills, whatever that the Bloods are doing, whatever the fuck, or some shit in Crenshaw. Like, it's terrible that that's how humans want to act. Like, I look so down upon that kind of stuff just because, like, why do you want to kill another human being? This past summer, I really, like I keep saying, I've learned a lot of stuff, and I've thought about a lot of things in which, like, things such as killing another human being just because, like, they're wearing a different kind of color or they're not a part of your gang or whatever. That's just stupid to me. I get it if you're a kid that's, like, got bullied and that gang shows protection or whatever kind of safeguard for you, but, like, I don't know, dude. There's no need for chaos. There's no need for none of that. Just be human. That's it. You can have a conversation with anybody that's a stranger. Like, there's no need to have that automatic judgment when you see a stranger. Like, when you look at the kid who's wearing, like, a sweater and, like, some jeans, you're like, oh, look at this motherfucker. He probably either sells drugs, he probably robs people, or look at this piece of shit, he can't afford to get clothes. Which, by the way, if you think that way, that third one, you're a fucking piece of shit. Or whatever. Why are you gonna judge a dude? Just walking up to him like, hey man, how are you? He's like, oh dude, I'm doing alright. How about yourself? Oh, you know, da-da-da-da-da. Whatever. There's no need to have such. Stop. Just be fucking human. I don't really know how much more how much I can emphasize it. Just be human and get along with everybody. There's no need to have hateful thoughts of another individual that you have no correlation with. Whether you either, like, you've never met this person at all. This is the first time you've seen that person, and your mind already automatically thinks of some shit about them. Like, oh, she looks cute or whatever. She probably da-da-da-da-da-da. Or he looks like a piece of shit. And da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I guess maybe because, like, I'm friendly with everybody. Like, if you don't fuck with me at all, like, if you've never fucked with me, there's no reason for me to be like, yeah, fuck you. No, I'm gonna just be like, hey, what's up, dude? That's it. That's all it really is. Like, there's no need to be fucking weird about it. Like, I don't understand why people hate talking to people. Why? Why can't we socialize with each other? And why can't we just have a regular conversation? There's no need to be fucking weird about it. Just be like, hey, how you doing, man? How are you today? Are you doing all right, man? Is everything good in your life? Simple shit like that. Just simple shit. Even if it's small talk. Like, there's a reason why small talk exists. It's so you don't have that weird boundary that, like, fuck this guy's here next to me. Like, there's no need. Just be like, hey, dude, what's up? That's it. And it's a weird thing I'm explaining, but, like, it's really how I feel. Like, anyway, I guess I'll move on from that. But, yeah. Back to the original point. If you can't visualize the goal that you're trying to do, you need to make sure that you do. Because if you don't, you really don't. That sounded so fucking dumb. You need to be able to visualize the end goal. You need to visualize how you're going to do it and what the result's going to be like. Because you need to have something that's going to keep driving you throughout that journey. Whether it's spending the next 2 years, like me, in school because you're trying to get a degree and improve something well, I have many reasons, but whether you're trying to prove something to yourself or somebody else or whatever, make sure you're visualizing and have that that one thing that's pushing you to that limit that keeps you going and going and going and gets you up in the morning and gets you to do all these things. Because without that, one day you're going to be feeling like shit and then you're just going to quit. You have no reason to keep going. There's no reason to fucking... If you don't have, like, all right, if you're struggling and you're trying to lose weight, for example, and you're like, oh man, this is never gonna happen, I'm gonna just stop, and then you're just done. Why were you fucking around and wasting your time in the first place, buddy? Don't fucking waste your time. If you need to be serious about some shit like that, like, I don't know. I was talking to my sister about stuff like this, about how, well, I don't really want to air her dirty laundry out, but pretty much she always procrastinates in her homework and stuff like that, and I'm like, damn, dude, that's kind of weird, I guess, because, like, she's the kind of student that wants to take as much AP classes, so advanced placement classes, that's technically considered for college classes, now in high school. She's like a junior, by the way, at this time of the recording. She wants to shorten her time in college as much as possible, just so she doesn't have to spend so much money, and she wants to earn, you know, a lot of scholarships and shit like that. And that's awesome. That's cool for her. Because I was the polar opposite when it came to being a student in high school. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, fuck all this. None of this matters. Who the fuck really cares? So the first 2 years, I didn't do really much. Sophomore year, I was good in the class I cared about. So, like, art, history, and, like, a little bit of science. And then everything else I didn't give a fuck about. 9th grade, I had probably the worst GPA fucking ever. I was, like, in the 1.5 average. So that's pretty shit. 11th grade, I still didn't give a fuck until the second semester of that year, which is basically the other half, and that's when I started doing night school a lot, like every fucking day. And then senior year, every fucking day that whole fucking year was night school, so it sucked. I couldn't really enjoy myself in senior year, and, like, it was weird. The last semester of senior year, I was going through a lot of thoughts where I was like, man, what the fuck am I going to do with my life? And I think I spoke about this a little bit last episode, but that question of the unknown about how, like, dude, what's gonna happen after we die? What am I gonna do with the rest of my fucking life? What if it doesn't even work out? That was a bad choice. All these fucking things. I was going insane. Be honest with you guys, I was going fucking insane. I was terrified. And I was really struggling. I was trying to do whatever I could to graduate, and this is how much I was terrified of failing and having to do another year or having to go to independent school after the fact and not actually walk the fucking stage, which is something that I really am happy I was able to do. I want to do that for my mother too, because, like, my dad died when I was like 3 months old. So pretty much my mom had to take care of me. She took me on the bus with her to her job so she can always keep an eye on me and stuff like that as I was a fucking baby and a little kid. So I was always with my mom a lot, which is kind of why I'm a little bit of a mama's boy. So, yeah, fuck you. So I kind of owe her a lot. I really do. At least that's how I view it. To her, it's probably like, no, I'm your mother. There's no need for you to think that way. But it's like, I want to take care of you, Mom. Which is why I did whatever I fucking could to graduate high school. Like, I literally graduated. I've said this before. Graduated with 1 credit over the fucking minimum. just so she could see me walk the stage. And like, that's what fucking thrived me throughout all that fucking time of going to school, waking up at like 7 a.m. to drive all the way to fucking the school that was in Venice, California, which is like, I don't know, 45 minutes away from my house. Driving wise, if I took the bus, it would be like an hour and a half, so I'm gonna have to wake up earlier. But she did that for me. She woke up early with me, and we went. We would always get like McDonald's and shit every now and then, like hot chocolate or coffee and like a donut or some shit like that. Nothing like a huge fucking breakfast or whatever, but we would do that. She did it with me every fucking day for all my high school when I was at that school. So I owe her a lot in my mind. So for me to just back to the original point. So from waking up to like 7 a.m., going to school, getting out at like 3:25, and then having to now go to night school and be there till like 8 p.m. and then get out and then rush my ass to do all my homework and then like not shower. I'm have to shower like in the next morning and be all rushed and shit. So, and I would do that 4 days a week. So 4 out of the 5 days I went to school, I would fucking do that. So it was tough. I was gonna, like, it got to the point where I wanted to transfer out of that school and go to like a regular public school that's in my area, which my mom was totally did not want. That's why she put me into that other school, just because I was like terrified. That's why I wanted to leave, so I can, you know, just in case I didn't get 2 classes, so 10 credits, I'll be fine. I still graduate with a degree and walk. But luckily, my counselor was like, dude, no, I'm not signing you out of this. I don't think you should. I know you. I know the mindset you have when it comes to these things. You can fucking do it. Even if it's going to be tough, I think this is going to be good for you because it's going to build a lot of character for you. It's going to shape you for pretty much the rest of your life. And it did. Really enough, my counselor was fucking right about that. That my mindset now, when it comes to fucking anything, I'm going to fucking do it. If it's decided in my mind I'm going to learn a new song on the guitar, learn how to skateboard, lose weight, fucking get a degree in college, and then transfer to a 4-year university, I'm gonna fucking do that. Fuck everybody else. Fuck anybody else that has a problem with that. And like, I have friends that I've lost because like, that's stupid that you're wasting your time doing all this other shit when you should get like a job and save up for like a car or some other shit. Not that okay, first of all, there's someone that's gonna be watching this that thinks that I'm insulting. I'm not. Nothing at all. Again, this was none about you, buddy. This is something that happened with my family. So no, I think it's you. So there's some shit that happened on Twitter this past weekend, which only like 5 of you really know about. But yeah. So like, I've lost friends, and I've stopped talking to certain family members. So, yeah, I've stopped speaking with certain family members over that. Although, because they think, nah, dude, you're wasting time doing all this other shit when you should be doing like these 2-3 things. And it's like, fuck you. I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna make YouTube videos, I'm gonna learn how to skate, I'm gonna learn how to play the guitar a lot better, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna do all this shit, and I'm gonna still have a social life with my friends, even though it's like far less than what it was this summer. I'm gonna still, you know, be with my girlfriend every fucking Friday, unless, you know, school. You know, when I talk to my girlfriend like every fucking day. We text like all the fucking time. The only times when I don't text her is when I'm like doing shit like this, exercising, school, etc. Blah blah blah. Trivial shit you guys don't really care about, but fuck everybody. My mindset is, if you really fucking want to do it, you'll fucking figure it out and you'll fucking do it. That's it. And like, when I look at people that like struggle and don't understand that mindset, it's like, man, you didn't have to go through what I had to do and gave up all that time. And I'm very fucking picky about time. Like, if it's a waste of my time to go, okay, if you live like 20 minutes from my house walking and you can easily just pick me up in like 5 minutes, I'm not gonna go walk into your house. That's a waste of my fucking time that I spend that. Even if it's just 15 minutes, there's no point. Fuck you. I'm not doing that. It was so extreme that, by the way, it's not like this anymore. It was so extreme that when I didn't have my bike, I didn't want to go to the gym. I was like, well, fuck it. Until I fix my bike, I don't give a fuck. And I spent a lot of money and I bought like 3 bikes and shit that have all fucked up on me. So it's like, fuck, dude. Now it's like, fuck that. I'm walking to the bus stop, taking the bus, going over there. Because it's something I need. You know what I mean? That's more important than my fucking hour of time that I could have spent doing nothing. You know what I mean? So just kind of viewing it like that. So, like, whenever I look at people that don't have that mindset of, like, getting shit done, it just kind of annoys me. Sometimes it pisses me off, but not anymore, just because, like, to each their own, I've really learned. That's a really serious thing, by the way, to each their own, that you can't really judge somebody for what they do just because they don't have the mindset I have. I can't really judge somebody like that, or at least not so much. Like, if you ever ask me how I feel about your work ethic or some shit like that, I'm gonna tell you, like, you're a fucking lazy piece of shit. You can be doing a bunch of shit, but you're just too fucking lazy to do it. And some people don't want to give up sleep. Like, I used to have like 10 hours of sleep. I now get maybe 7 hours of sleep, and like, this is how much I give a fuck about the things I care about. I've given up sleep. Like, I would not sleep at all. I remember doing fucking last month. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna sleep. There's so much shit I'm doing right now. I'm editing. I'm planning shit out for what I'm gonna do later today. I'm just in that mindset where I'm you know, okay. This has happened to a lot of people, I think, where sometimes in the middle of the night you just can't sleep because you're thinking about so much shit and you feel inspired to do a whole bunch of shit, but it's like, fuck, I should be sleeping, wasting my time. I'm gonna fuck up my sleep schedule. I've said, fuck it, I'm not going to sleep. And then I would, when I had my bike, I got on my bike, and this was like at 2 a.m. in the morning. I went to fucking Denny's, went there, I ate, I read a little bit, and I passed maybe like 2 hours of time in there, just chilling and shit, just reading and all that. And then like, the gym that I was going to that day opened up like at 5 a.m. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna bike to that gym and I'm gonna just wait for it to open. So I did that, biked it all the way. So for where I live, all the way to where that gym is, for people that aren't locals, Marina Del Rey, it's about, I don't know, an hour bike-wise, like on the bike, cycling. It's a fucking long time. And I fucking did it. And there's like hills and shit too to get through that fucking place. So like, I did it because I was like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna go work out and then I'm gonna come home. I'm not gonna sleep. I'm gonna push a bunch of shit. I'm like, fuck that. Like, I'm willing to give up sleep for the shit I give a fuck about. All right. And I'm not here trying to brag to anybody. I'm not. There's no point for me to brag about what the fuck I do because there's no need for me to really be like, oh, here's how the fuck I do and you should do it too. No, I don't give a fuck. It's just kind of an example to show you guys how if you're not willing to give up little shit like, oh, I can hang out with my buddies today, but man, I have homework. Fuck it, I'm going to hang out with my buddies or whatever. Or, you know, just stupid shit like that. A little example like that. Really? You're not going to give up hanging out with your buddies and go get fucking drunk or whatever when you can just go to the gym instead or work on whatever you're trying to work on. Whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. I'm just using my own personal examples. Like, really? You're not really serious about what the fuck you're trying to do then. That's what I, think. So, if anything, I hope I hope what you received from this past, 10 minutes, is a little bit of motivation to get the fuck up and go do what the fuck you gotta do. Do the things you gotta do. Literally. That's it. Stop fucking around and go do some shit. What am I doing? I'm making a podcast right now. What am I going to do after this? I'm going to go practice some skating tricks. I'm trying to learn how to ollie. I suck. And then I'm going to go and play Rocksmith and play my fucking guitar. And I'm looking at my guitar because I'm like, ooh, I can't wait. Yeah. And then I'm going to do a little bit of homework. And then I'm going to go with my mom and help her out with her job and cleaning a bunch of offices. And there you go. That's going to be my day. So, if it's really important to you, find a fucking way to do it and go fucking do it. And there's no better way to end this fucking episode than that. So, how long we're at? Like 30? Okay. So, thank you guys for watching and listening. I'm gonna go learn how to practice ollieing. By the way, real quick, for people that are into skating, so I got a new board, like, I think like a week ago or so, and it's fucking beautiful. First of all, hold up. My iPhone has a little bear behind it. Now, first of all, this is grip tape. Then it comes from my board right there. This is fucking the little teddy bear. I like bears a lot. My favorite bear ever, as far as like a character or mascot, is Monokuma, which if people don't know who the fuck that is, it's from, give me one second, I'll find out right now. It's from a video game / anime called Danganronpa. Look at this guy. He's fucking adorable and he's fucking cute. I love this dude. He'll fucking kill you though. Don't look up the anime. Look up somebody's playthrough. Shout out to Sir Lionheart. He has great playthroughs. That's where I actually first found out about Danganronpa. Go look up that shit. Go watch the first fucking video game. watch the playthrough of the first video game, you're gonna see some fucked up shit. You're gonna see some really fucked up shit, like wholeheartedly. And if you're not into that, don't fucking watch it. Just learn that motherfucker's crazy. So that's why I got this grip tape on here. And then my wheels are bones because... Motherfucker, really? There you go. Bones are fucking sweet. I like bones a lot. They're really cool for street skating. There's not really a lot of parks around me. I guess there's Westchester Park, but that's like 30 minutes away from me. If I take the bus, and I'm kind of lazy to do that. I'd rather just skate around my area. So, you know, I prefer street skating. My trucks are Thunder trucks. I don't know if people want to get a better shot of that. But I got Thunder trucks, which came with this little fucking tag. What is this shit? No control Thunder. And then my bearings are red bearings, which for people that are into skating, I know reds are kind of basic, but like I didn't give a fuck about having better bearings. If anything, I'll just fucking get new bearings. I like this board a lot. I'm not gonna like get rid of it, so I could just buy new bearings and put them on, so whatever. And then my board is actually Creature, and I fucking love this board. It's fucking amazing. I'll mention this sticker in a bit, but I love this board. This is a 8-inch width board. Yeah, it's 8 inches width. My wheels are 54 millimeters because a lot of people prefer 52s and 53s. I'm personally a 54 kind of guy. I like more stability, which I think are the widest, I think. I'm not even too sure, but yeah, I got 54s for wheel size. And I've always preferred wider decks. I don't like 7 inches or 7.5 inch. I don't mean dicks, I mean decks. So I prefer a wider board just because like I prefer that. I don't know. I'm a bigger guy and I have bigger feet, so like I prefer that more. And then now to mention this. Force. First of all, if you watch Andy Schrock, who like owns Revive and Force Skateboarding, awesome. We watch the same shit. I watch his videos every fucking day. That dude really inspired me to fucking start skating and learn how to skate. All the dudes that he has, Thomas Alvarez. What the fuck's the guy from Brow Skateboarding? Oh, I forgot. But that dude's fucking legit as well. He's like a god in manualing. I think Brett Novak or Brandon Novak as well. That dude's fucking sick. Jason Parks is a fucking freak of nature. That dude's the shit. That's probably my favorite skater right now. I like Sam Tabor a little bit as well. And anyway, yeah. So I bought a shirt for his, I guess, smaller team, Force, and like I'm repping Force a lot right now just because I bought I got 2 stickers. One's on my laptop and one's on the board. And the shirt I got, it's an XL. It's a little tight on me right now, but like the goal is when I lose the weight, I can start repping that. So eventually you'll see me with that shirt. But like, yeah, so that's the skateboard I got. I love this fucking skateboard. It's fucking sweet. My other skateboard is this. Okay, never buy a skateboard from like Walmart, Target, or like stores that aren't an actual skate store because they're kind of shit quality. That skateboard I just showed you was a 7-layer maple wood, probably the best kind of wood you can get. This is a 5-layer board. This is the first board I bought like, I don't know, 3 years ago. The wheels, like, what? Check this out. You see how shitty they don't even spin? I think my bearings are pretty much fucked. I like this board. This is a board I used a lot when I was learning and just kind of cruising around, but it's a piece of shit board. I was trying to ollie with it and trying to learn how to ollie. The wheels kind of went inside the board. So like literally tilted into like 35 degrees, all of them. So that kind of freaked me out. So I said, fuck that, I'm not going to use this board anymore. By the way, another reason why I really like this old board I have is because only one person's going to appreciate this. It came with this on the grip tape. It's Crown. And for anybody that has watched my channel and know Mark Crown Stories, I'm sorry, formerly known as Mark Crown Stories, now known as Story of Crown. Shout out to you, buddy. I always had you when I was skating. So that's the only reason why I really like that board. But now, Creature. I fucking love this board. So, with that being said, sorry for wasting 6 minutes for everybody that didn't give a fuck about that. I'm going to catch you guys later. Thank you guys for watching the CDP Talk Show, episode 2. Fucking, if you liked this fucking episode, hit that like button. It makes me know that I'm doing something right. If you didn't, you can go ahead and leave a dislike. I'll be sad, but at least tell me why you didn't like it, and then I can probably work on that. Or if it's that you hate me, then fucking cool, I hate you too. For everybody that doesn't hate me, shout out to all of you. You guys are cool. And thank you for everybody that showed support. That first episode, I have like over 20 views on it. I'm pretty fucking happy about that. Glad to see people care about what the fuck I have to say, which is nothing. So, thank you very much. Besides that, like I said, let me know if you prefer if I do this every 2 weeks or every month. I'm going to make my decision based on the feedback I get and kind of decide from there. I love doing these. I don't plan on stopping. Excuse me. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I'm making a fucking... Oh, no, the couch! I forgot. The grip tape. Thank you for everybody who showed the support and has tuned into this fucking podcast. Again, like I just said, it's appreciative. I love you. I'm not going to blow a kiss to the camera because that's kind of fucking weird. And I'm not some fucking vlogger. So, thank you. Yeah, take care. Have a good day. Be human. And go do the things you need to fucking do. So...